Hi, welcome to Ellis Island. What is your name?
Sergey.
No, stop. You're American now. Your name is Joe.
Oh, okay.
Were there any conflicts that made you leave your own country?
Yes, I came here in 1917 to escape the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia.
What was your immediate reaction to the American culture?
It was welcoming towards me since I am a white Russian or Imperial Russian who supported the imperialistic way of government back in Russia.
Did you have trouble finding work?
No. Seeing as I worked as a farmer in Russia before I left, I was very good at farming when I came to America. Therefore, I was able to get work almost immediately.
Now, how was your journey here?
My journey here was over overcrowded ship. I was fleeing with many of my own nationality, and once we got here, I was welcomed.
What type of community did you settle in?
I settled in a farming community because there were many laborers and farmers just like me who had fled from Russia due to the very poor treatment of the imperial view.
Satisfied with the outcome of what you were expecting to find in America?
Of course. I heard from Russia that America was the land of the free, where everyone had equal opportunity to gain a better life, and what I found here became true.
But you were a farmer back in Russia and you're still a farmer now, so what's the difference?
The difference is here farmers are treated much better with better pay and the freedom to buy their own land.
When did you leave? How old were you at the time?
I left in my early 20s. Like during 1917, when I heard there was a socialist revolution uprising in the main cities. I left to escape the bloodshed with more than 30,000 other Russian immigrants.
How were you treated overall in America?
I was treated with respect, much better than some of the other immigrants, such as Irish or Chinese.
Were you ever discriminated for being Russian or for being for following the beliefs that you followed?
No, not really, because the imperialist Russians were looked upon much better than the communist Russians, such as the Bolsheviks.
Once you arrived, even after all the conditions you went through, going through the medical checks over at Ellis Island, did you still feel as if it was the land of opportunity?
Yes, because I was able to increase my pay through the same work that I did, and I was able to buy land for me and my family. Welcome to Ellis Island. What is your name?
My name is Mussolini.
No, your name is George.
Okay.
Were there any conflicts that made you leave your country?
Yes. I arrived in America at around 1861 because of all the wars of independence from foreign rule, and there were many revolutions in the Italian states, which caused me to not want to be around that atmosphere anymore. So I immigrated to America.
Yes, you're from Italy, yes?
Yes.
What was your immediate reaction to the American culture?
At first, it was I was overwhelmed with joy, knowing that I'll be able to create a future for me and my family, and yeah.
Did you have any trouble finding work?
At first, yes, it was very tricky because people would take advantage of immigrants, knowing that they would work for cheap, and I had no choice but to fall into it so that way I would be able to provide for my family.
How was your journey here?
My journey was rough. The living conditions weren't the best. There weren't that many bathrooms. Sometimes sometimes people were forced to do things that they would never imagine doing, and some people didn't make the journey due to such harsh living conditions.
Ooh, that's terrible. What type of community did you settle in?
I settled in New York City. Due to the population being so high, I would have been able to find work easily. I would have been able to find work easily, so that I would have been able to feed my family, and the pay was pretty good for people who were hiring immigrants in New York City. So I said, why not?
Perfect. Were you satisfied with the outcome of what you were expecting to find in America?
Overall, I think I have achieved my goal, and yes, I have. I was satisfied with the outcome because it allowed me to be able to move on from all the bad things that I experienced back in my home country. So yes,
Okay.
I'm satisfied.
When did you leave? How old were you?
I was around 24 when I immigrated to America. I arrived in America at around 1861, and I left to never be able to look back at the bad experiences that I faced, as just a plain innocent citizen who just wanted to provide for his family.
How were you treated in America? Were you treated poorly, or were you treated with respect?
At first, many of the people who with the community I chose found it a little hard to adapt at first, but eventually became used to it because I guess they figured that, well, he's not leaving anytime soon, so I might as well adapt. So eventually I was treated with the respect that I came looking for.
Once you arrived, did you still feel as if it was the land of opportunity?
Yes, I was able to provide for my family without there being a hostile environment. So when it didn't take me that long to find a job. So when I found the job, I realized that this really is the land of opportunity.
Did the community you settle in, how did the community relate to your ethnicity?
My community. Oh, my community was filled with Italians, and I found it comfortable because I could be around with people from my native country, even after leaving because of the harsh circumstances.
Okay, that's all we have.
Thank
You're
you.
free to go.
Thank you.